All right, well, KFC getting rid of trans fats from its chicken today. The move coming after more and more cities ban restaurants from using the artificial fat. Now, Richard Berman says that these food police are lunatics and we should be worried about what they want to ban next. He is executive director of the Center for Consumer Freedom. But MeMe Roth says this is nothing but good for America. She's the head of the National Action Against Obesity. So, MeMe, you're happy to hear this.
I think it's a great move. We know that trans fat is toxic. Does it make something healthy when you remove it? No, it makes it less toxic. And so if you're eating fries, you're still eating junk food, but thank goodness they'll be less toxic. We know that trans fat is an obesity accelerator. It makes you fatter faster, makes you sicker faster. We don't want to eat that.
All right, so Richard, you're worried more or less about the signal it's sending. What about that?
Well, I'm worried about two things. First of all, MeMe says that this is toxic. I have heard trans fat referred to as arsenic, as rat poison, as the equivalent of lead in paint. And for your viewers, people should know that trans fat is best known as margarine. So first of all, let's get rid of the hype and hyperbole. And then secondly, yes, this is just another step along the way towards totally controlling our diets. Sodium is going to be next. Caffeine is in the crosshairs. And then just this last week, there was a report that came out that was a government-funded report that said that carbonated water should be banned in schools.
What do you think of that, Mimi? This is the start of something that you're out to get us.
Right. Richard is certainly well known for his hyperbole, and I think he's brought that to the show today. What we want to do is make sure...
How about
hyperbole,
facts?
right?
How about facts,
I
Mimi?
said toxic, and he went with all that laundry list.
But what about that laundry list? That there might be others to follow up on.
Well, I think if something's toxic, if we know that it's linked to cancer, if it's linked to diabetes, that we should take a look at it. We certainly shouldn't be serving it to our children.
Any more than butter
and
is.
what we want to do is make sure if something's toxic, it is removed from the food supply. Now, Wake Forest came out with a study showing that partially hydrogenated oil, what we're talking about, does accelerate obesity. It makes you fatter faster, especially obesity or adiposity found in the midsection.
All right, so what do you think of that, Richard? That we might not like it, the food police and all, but if in the end it's going to lead to healthier fare, not necessarily better fare, but a little healthier, all the better.
Well, you know, there's 1,000 things that you could do, including, you know, more exercise. If we go back to butter, as a lot of companies are doing, in order to have some sort of fat, then there are going to be people screaming, no, we don't want butter. You know, in fact, we went to trans fat because people said the butter was bad, and the proponents of trans fat said, go to trans fat. They're the very same people who now say,
so
go back to butter.
you're very worried about
someone
looking over your shoulder. That's what it comes down to, right?
I am telling you that there is no micromanaging of what people put in their mouth.
All right, with all the breaking news, guys, we ran out of time, but I do want to thank you both. Steal you back here.